Right now, as of the market close on Friday, December 12, 2025, Nuburu stock, trading under the ticker symbol BURU, is sitting at exactly $0.2044 per share. We are currently in the weekend session, so the markets are closed, and this figure represents the final closing price from the last active trading session. This reflects a decline of over 5% in just that single day, continuing a brutal downward trajectory that has seen the stock shed roughly 18% of its value in the last week alone. If you were looking at your screen hoping for a sudden reversal or a magical bounce back to the highs of yesteryear, the immediate data suggests a much harsher reality. The volume on Friday was significant, clocking in at over 18 million shares traded, which tells us that while the price is low, the activity is incredibly high. Traders are churning this stock, likely flipping it for fractions of a penny, while long-term holders are left staring at a chart that looks less like an investment and more like a crime scene. You might have clicked on this because you heard the whisper that Nuburu is the next big thing in industrial manufacturing. The expectation surrounding this company is built on a seductive narrative that their proprietary blue laser technology is the holy grail for welding copper and aluminum, two metals that are absolutely critical for the electric vehicle and aerospace industries. The story goes that as the world transitions to EVs and advanced electronics, Nuburu will be the picks and shovels play, supplying the high-tech torches that build the future. Investors expect a hidden gem, a penny stock that is momentarily beaten down but destined for a Tesla stock-style ascent once the contracts start rolling in. That is the expectation. The reality, however, is far more complex and, frankly, dangerous. The reality is that Nuburu is a company fighting for its very survival, trapped in a cycle of cash burn, dilution, and reverse splits that has decimated shareholder value to a degree that is almost hard to comprehend without looking at the raw numbers. While the technology is genuinely impressive, the business model wrapping around it is currently on life support. This disconnect between the scientific promise and the financial ruin is where we need to focus our attention today, because that is where your money is at risk. Let's strip away the hype and look at the market mechanics playing out right now. When you see a stock trading at 20 cents, especially one that has already undergone a massive 1-for-40 reverse stock split back in mid-2024, you are looking at a company that the public markets have effectively left for dead. The recent price action isn't just bearish, it is capitulation. We are seeing a strong sell signal across almost every technical time frame, from the 5-minute chart to the monthly view. The stock is trading well below its 50-day and 200-day moving averages, which acts as a heavy ceiling of resistance. Every time the price tries to rally, it hits a wall of sell orders from investors desperate to get out at break-even, or from short sellers who smell blood in the water. This is not the behavior of a stock that is about to break out. This is the behavior of a stock that is being liquidated. For those of you using platforms like Robinhood or engaging in online investing through SoFi Invest, you might see this low price as a lottery ticket. You might think, if I put in $1,000 and it goes to $1, I make 5 times my money. But you need to understand the math of decline. For a stock to go from 20 cents to $1, it needs a 400% rally. In the current market environment, with high interest rates and risk-averse institutional capital, that kind of move requires a fundamental shift in the business, not just a press release. Comment below how many shares of Nuburu you currently hold and what your average entry price is. I want to see if the majority of you are holding from the pre-split era or if you were new entrants trying to catch the falling knife. To understand why the stock is down here, we have to look at the blue laser thesis. This is the core of the company's value proposition. Traditional industrial lasers use infrared. Infrared is great for steel, but it's terrible for copper and aluminum. Why? Because copper and aluminum are highly reflective to infrared light. When you try to weld copper with an infrared laser, a huge chunk of the energy just bounces off, and the energy that does get absorbed creates an unstable, messy weld. It's inefficient and leads to defects. Nuburu's innovation is using blue light, specifically at the 450 nanometer wavelength. Physics dictates that copper absorbs blue light roughly 13 times better than it absorbs infrared light. This means Nuburu's lasers can melt copper quickly, cleanly, and with far less energy. In theory, this is a slam dunk. Every battery manufacturer, every EV maker, and every consumer electronics company should be lining up to buy these lasers. And indeed, Nuburu has secured interest from giants like GE Additive and even snagged contracts with NASA. The expectation is that this technological moat is impenetrable. But here's the contrarian take that challenges that belief. Having the best technology doesn't mean you have a viable business. History is littered with companies that had superior tech but went bankrupt because they couldn't manufacture it at scale, couldn't sell it at a profit, or ran out of cash before the market was ready. Nuburu is currently in that valley of death between technological validation and commercial viability. The financial situation is where the reality part of our analysis gets really grim. In the fiscal year 2024, Nuburu reported revenue of just over $150,000, not millions, thousands. That was a drop of over 90% compared to the previous year. Meanwhile, their net loss for that same period was over $34 million. Just pause and let that sink in. They spent $34 million to generate $150,000 in sales. That is not a business. Currently, that is a cash incinerator. The most recent earnings report from late 2025 shows the losses continuing to pile up, with a quarterly loss of over $22 million. When you have a burn rate that high and revenue that low, you have only one option to keep the lights on. You have to raise cash. And how do you raise cash when you're losing money? You sell more stock. You dilute your existing shareholders. This is why the stock chart looks the way it does. Every time the company raises money, they issue new shares, which makes the shares you hold worth less. It's a classic death spiral. They need money to grow, but getting that money destroys the stock price, which makes it harder to raise money next time. This brings us to the topic of execution and market access. Many of you might be watching this through your Fidelity mobile app or managing your portfolio via Schwab Intelligent Portfolios. You are used to seeing blue-chip companies with stable dividends and predictable earnings. When you step into the world of microcap stocks like Nuburu, you are entering a different arena entirely. This is closer to venture capital than traditional investing, but with the added volatility of public markets. The institutional investors, the big banks and hedge funds, have largely stayed away or have actively shorted this stock. Why? Because they look at the balance sheet. They see the going concern warning from the auditors, which is essentially the accountants saying, "We are not sure this company will exist in 12 months. When the smart money exits, it leaves the retail crowd, people trading on Robinhood crypto accounts or using interactive brokers trading platforms, holding the bag. The danger here is the sunk cost fallacy. You might be down 90% and think, I might as well hold. But in a bankruptcy scenario, equity holders usually get wiped out completely. The stock goes to zero. It doesn't hang around at 20 cents. It ceases to exist. Let's talk about the specific contracts because they're the only lifeline the company has. The relationship with NASA and the Small Business Innovation Research contracts are legitimate wins. They prove that technology works in the most demanding environments possible. If NASA trusts your blue laser to build components for space, the tech is real. Similarly, the joint development agreement with GE Additive is a massive endorsement. GE is a titan in additive manufacturing. If they can successfully integrate Nuburu's blue lasers into their 3D printers, it could revolutionize how metal parts are printed. The problem is the timeline. Industrial sales cycles are painfully slow. It takes years to qualify a new laser for an automotive production line. Tesla stock didn't explode overnight. It took a decade of building factories and proving the concept. Nuburu doesn't have a decade. They might not even have a year. The expectation is that these contracts will turn into revenue soon. The reality is that soon in the industrial world can be 3 to 5 years, and Nuburu's bank account is running on a timeline of months. We also need to address the elephant in the room, the reverse stock split. In June 2024, Nuburu executed a 1-for-40 reverse stock split. This means if you had 4,000 shares, you woke up with 100 shares. The price was artificially adjusted upward to keep them compliant with exchange listing rules. Usually, companies do this to avoid being delisted. But here's the kicker. Even after that massive adjustment, the stock has drifted back down to 20 cents. This is arguably the most bearish signal a market can send. It says that even when you artificially prop up the price, the market